Today we're going to talk about BP and McDonald's, because by talking about both of these organisations we can explore something really important when it comes to safety: the structure of your organisation. Now, this idea comes from Andrew Hopkins, and one of my favourite of his books is called Organising for Safety. And it's this concept that the structure of your organisation, who reports to who, has a major impact on how safe your organisation is. And to explore this, let's start with BP. And what Hopkins does is he takes BP before Deepwater Horizon and after the Deepwater Horizon disaster. So how did it work before the disaster? What was its structure? Well, in BP, they basically centralised profitability. In other words, that if you were running one of the sites, you were in charge of the profitability of that site, or the cost cutting, more correctly, of that site. Now, that meant that if you had engineers working for you, and process safety engineers who wanted to spend money on things to improve process safety or engineering, that was in conflict with what you were going to be measured on: your ability to keep costs low and profitability high. And this created a tension. And of course, what happened over time is, because these engineers and these process safety experts report to you, their boss, and you have a big impact on their career trajectory, what suddenly starts to happen is they start to make decisions that are not in the best interests of process safety or engineering. And you lose capacity over time to be able to deal with your major risks, which is what ultimately happened with BP. Now, what Hopkins does is he says, right, well, if that doesn't work, what does? Let's have a look at what BP did after Deepwater Horizon. Well, after Deepwater Horizon, what they did was they took the engineers and the process safety people, and they didn't report directly now to the site manager. They reported up the engineering function to the chief engineer in head office. What essentially happened was engineering got centralised again in BP. And this meant that you're the engineer on site. You're providing a service to the site manager, but you're being judged on that service by the chief engineer in head office. So you can focus on making good process safety and engineering decisions. Now, Hopkins says there's two things that really matters when you do this. One, you got to resource it properly. This costs money, and there'll be a lot of pushback to that. And the second thing is, you got to make sure that you reward the people in this engineering function in a different way. You don't want to reward them as a function of the profitability of the company, because you create another conflict if you do that. So what happens then when we take a look at BP versus McDonald's? What do McDonald's do? Well, the really interesting thing is McDonald's don't centralize profitability, because if you think about it, all of the McDonald's stores are franchises. So on some level, they don't really care whether they're profitable or not. What they do care about, and what they do centralize, is quality control. Because McDonald's understands that if you go into a McDonald's restaurant, you want to have a consistent experience as you have with other McDonald's restaurants. So an inconsistent experience could mean that you'd be in a situation you may not go back to McDonald's again. So for them, consistency and quality is key, not profitability. And you can see now by how you structure the organization and the reporting lines inside your organization, that has a major impact on what your company focuses on. Hopkins makes the wonderful point. He says, if you want to know what your organization cares about, take a look at what they centralize, because that's what they care about most.